what's up, guys? Dale Valor here from Modern Valor Dating. Listen, sometimes I hear guys talking so seriously about game, about dating, about relationships, about going out there and kicking it and flirting and all that kind of good stuff. And they take it so seriously. It's like, look, man, this is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be something that you want to go out there and do. It's not a chore. Or at least it shouldn't be. And so I was thinking, I'm like, what's some good ways for guys that take it so seriously, man, to lighten up a little bit and have some fun? So what I wanted to break down today was a few different types of games that you can play out there in the field with girls that you're kicking it with that are a lot of fun. It adds a whole new dimension to the dynamic. It's just so much fun to go out there and do, man. So we're going to get into that right now. Let's get it. Hey guys, want to take this quick time out just to remind you, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, man. We want to be able to bring you this information as quickly as possible. If you're getting value out of it, man, it costs you nothing to subscribe to the channel, but it means a lot to us because we can keep going, we can keep moving forward. So make sure you do that. Also, give us a thumbs up, man. Drop a comment in the comment section on things that you want us to cover, or whatever the topic of the video is about, chop it up with us, man. Let us know what you think, so drop that comment, share it with somebody that you know needs to hear it. Also, the last Saturday of every month, we do a live Zoom event. We will have it linked up here. And what I want you to do is register for that, man. It's 100% free. This month, we're going to be talking about social circle game. So what does it mean to build out a social circle? How you can do that? Why is that important? We're going to give you all those answers, man, and show you step by step how to do that for it to work for you. Remember, the last Saturday of every month. All right, we're going to hop back into the video. Let's get it. Number one. First date. Okay, now what is that? All right, it's not you being on a first date, although you could do this on a first date. These are a couple of games that I like to play in a more of a dating context. So if I'm hanging out with a girl, say we're out somewhere, we're at a bar/restaurant or a restaurant or whatever, man, just wherever you're at. I mean, it really doesn't make a difference. It seems to land better at your bar/restaurant type of atmospheres, but it is what it is. You can do this wherever you want. So there's two different ways of doing this, all right? So say I'm sitting with a girl, and here's the deal, man. Normally when you're out on a date with a girl, all the attention is on each other. And sometimes guys are like, man, this is too intense. And the girl might be thinking that too. She might not be comfortable with this amount of attention on her, talking about her personal life, what she's into, and all those types of things. One way to loosen that up is to play this game. So what I'll do is I'll say something to the effect of, hey, you see that couple sitting over there at that table? And she'll be like, yeah. I'm like, what do you think? Do you think they're on a first date? Or do you think they've known each other a long time? Or are they just friends? And she's going to give her take on it and stuff. And so what I'll do is I'll wager her $1 or a drink or something. And I'll be like, all right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to find out. We're going to see who's closest to being right. And so what I'll do is I'll get up and I'll go approach that table and I'll say something to the effect of, hey guys, real quick, I don't mean to bother you. Well, maybe a little bit. And I don't mean to be that rude. Well, maybe a little bit. But here's the thing. So me and my girl have a wager on you guys right now. So what we're trying to find out is who's closest to being right. Now, I said that you guys are on a first date. She said that you guys have been in a relationship for 3 months. So who's closest to being right? They're going to tell you. I've never seen this go sideways. I've never seen this go bad. They think it's fun. The girl that you're with, she thinks it's fun. It's spontaneous. So it's a good time. They're going to tell you, and then you go back and you tell the girl that you're with, all right, this is what happened. And I will tell you, from doing that, I have had drinks sent over to my table from the people I went and did that with. Girls that I've been in relationships with, I've done that. And then we ended up making new friends. We ended up joining them or they joined us. And I got to know a lot of cool people by doing that simple little game. All right. Another variation of that is this. What you can do is you could say to the girl that you're with, I'll bet you that girl over there knows the color and kind of shoes that guy's wearing. And I'll bet you he has no idea what she's wearing. Now, here's the thing. She may not know the specific brand or something like that, but she's going to know he's wearing sneakers that are purple. All right. The guy is probably not going to notice at all. So what it does is when you go up and you approach that table, again, it shows fun, spontaneity, and on top of that, you know, it's fun for the other couple because you're kind of like tooling the guy and things like that. And you're showing to the girl that you're with that you're somewhat observant, that you pay attention to things. You pay attention to details, right? So that's going to keep her on her game a little bit better. All right, we're going to get to number 2. Let's go. Number 2, the line game 1.0. All right, so I think you can see there's probably a sequel coming up to this. So here's the deal, man. This is one of the games that I like the most. I have done this game a million times. I have only been successfully beat 3 times. One time was my fault because I messed up. The second time, the girl actually got me on it. The only girl that's ever got all the way through the game and beat me. The third person to do it was somebody that was on a boot camp. It was another guy, and I was doing this very exercise with him, and he got it. You know, so that's the 3 times I've been beat. I'm probably 997-3. You know, I've done this thing 1,000 times, and it is also a good response to if a girl says, hey, buy us a drink or buy me a drink. Well, let's see if you can earn it, all right? I'll tell you what, I'll buy you a drink if you can beat me at this little game. If I beat you, you owe me a drink, all right? And I have won my weight in free drinks, okay? So this game is awesome, man, and it's so much fun to play. You can play it in a group. You can play it with, individually. When I say in a group, I mean you're playing it with one person, but other people around, okay? So her friends, let's put it that way. You approach a 4 set, you can do it with one of the girls, and they're all gonna like it, especially if you do it to the pretty girl, because it kind of clowns her a little bit, and her friends are so tired of her getting all the attention. All right, so here's how the game works. This is what I'll tell the girl. If you can successfully lie for 5 questions, and I'll know if you're lying. If you can successfully do it for 5 questions, I'll buy you a drink. But if you tell the truth, and I'll know for one of those questions, then you have to buy me a drink, okay? And she's gonna be like, oh, okay, all right. So the first question, now we'll say I'm talking to a girl named Lisa. Lisa's standing here, and I already know her name and everything, so, we've been talking for a little bit, for a little while. And so we're gonna wager a drink on this game. All right, so first question I'm going to ask her is, what is the name of the establishment that we're in? Of course I'm going to know what it's called, and so does she. So we'll say the name of the place is called The Tavern, all right? She says, it's called Bob's. Okay, all right, Bob's it is. Second question, what state are we in right now? You could use country, whatever, some geographical thing that you're both in at the same place, city, county, whatever. All right, so I'm in Michigan, so we'll just say I'm having this little exchange in Michigan. So I ask her, where are we? What state are we in? And she says, Rhode Island. Okay, got you, Rhode Island. All right. Third question, what is your name? Now, this is kind of the transition for me, all right? I'll ask her what her name is. Whatever she says, I'm going to clown. All right, I'm gonna make jokes about it. So she tells me, my name is Bill. Oh my God, that's your fake guy name. That is hilarious. You probably go online all the time and troll people with the name Bill. You didn't even have to think about it. You didn't even have to come up with a fake name. You were just like, I'm Bill. So do you ever use William or anything like that? Anything along those lines. That's so funny. That's so funny. So what I'm doing is I'm going off track, and I actually kind of fucked up right there. I put a question in there, and that's how I got beat that one other time, because I accidentally put a question inside of my clowning, and I just did it just there. But try not to do that. So what I'm doing is I'm making her think that I'm getting off track, and we're getting away from the game because I'm making all these jokes and making her laugh and all that kind of stuff. And I'll be like, all right. So, okay. Wait, how many questions was that? By the way, that's the fourth question. All right. How many questions was that? See, she thinks we got off the game, but we never did get off the game. It's diversion. It's like what magicians do, right? Have you looking at something else while they do the magic over here, or what you think is the magic, then poof, here's the pigeon or dove or whatever, rabbit out of the hat, right? So all it is making her think that we're not in the game when we are. So I'll be like, all right, shoot, how many questions was that? And she'll be like, oh, that was 3. You owe me a drink. Okay? That's where you get 90% of girls, maybe more, is on that fourth question. How many questions was that? She's going to get back into the game and say, oh, okay, yeah, you asked me 3 questions. Because remember, I asked her, what's the name of the establishment, what state we're in, and what is her name? So that was 3 questions I asked her. And then, wait, how many questions was that? Oh, that was 3. You owe me a drink. Now, you may get some girls that are super clever. This has happened from time to time. It's rare, but it happens, where a girl says 20. And then she's all smug. And she's like, I got you. You tried to trick me, but you didn't trick me. And I'll be like, oh my God, damn it. You've played this before, haven't you? And she's going to be like, no, that's number 5. You owe me a drink. So that's the thing. If you don't get them on that 4th question, you'll get them on that 5th. All right. And in the comments below, drop what games you like to play, because I'd like to learn more, man. I like doing these kind of like little bar bet games and things like that. So drop it down below, because I'd like to learn it too. All right. We're gonna hop into number 3. Let's get it. Number 3, fuck, marry, kill. All right. So FMK. A lot of people know this game. A lot of people don't, but commonly a lot of people know it. I like it because it's fun, it shows some spontaneity, and you can screen a little bit with this game. On a side note, don't be the bar trickster. Don't go in here with all these games and just go around doing all these games. All right, that's not gonna work for you most likely. Sprinkle it. Do 1, maybe 2, all right, per set. All right, don't be the guy that's going around just doing a bunch of card tricks and all this kind of stuff. Like, you're just going to look like the bar trickster. Sure, you might be liked, but it's not an attractive quality just to be the dancing monkey, okay? All right, so fuck, marry, kill. For those that don't know what that means is, what you do is you pick out people for each other. You got to fuck one, you got to marry one, you got to kill one, all right? So I'm going to pick out 3 guys, all right, for her. And so what I'll do is, usually I'll put myself in the game. So I'll be like, that guy, and me, right? So she has to fuck one, marry one, kill one, all right? What I'll do is that variation of it. Now she's gonna do the same thing for me, but the way that I'm screening is, if she's just like, well, I'll fuck you, like, okay, like, I know what's up. If she says, I'll marry you, then like I'm gonna kind of role play a little bit with her, all right? If she says that she's gonna kill me, I know it's in jest. She's there hanging out with me. She obviously likes me. It's kind of just like a small shit test, so to speak, okay? So there's really no losing by whichever one that she picks for you. Another way that I'll do it is I'll pick out 3 girls for her. And I'll do fuck, marry, kill with 3 girls. And that way what I'm doing is I'm screening to see if she's bisexual. All right, that's a turn on for me. I like that. And so if she really gets into the game, I know that, hey, look, maybe we can pull a threesome or something like that down the line, or even right then, who knows? All right, so that's fuck, marry, kill. All right, we're gonna get into number 4. Let's get it. Number 4, silk. All right, so This is just a fun little game. It's like a little kid game, man. It seems like anything that was cool when you were 10 is cool again if you present it correctly, all right? So what I'll do is I'll be like, say the conversation's kind of going a little bit dry. Just to spice it up a little bit, I'll just say something like, hey, listen, you know, my little cousin got me with this the other day. Now, I just want to see if I'm the idiot or if this just kind of works with everybody, all right? So here's what I want you to do. Let me see if I can get you with this. And she'll be like, okay. All right, so say ilk 3 times fast or 5 times fast, whatever you prefer. Ilk, 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 all right? Okay, say silk 3 times fast. Silk, silk, silk. What do cows drink? Most people will say milk, all right? Well, they drink water, right? So that's the thing. It's just a quick, fun little game just to get a chuckle, get a little laugh going, and that's it. You know, it's not something that's like some big, extravagant game like the line game or anything like that. But it is fun to break out if the conversation's going just a little bit dry and hasn't had a lot of humor to it. Maybe she has a bad sense of humor. You can throw that out there and see if you can test to see if you can get a little bit of a laugh out of her and then transition it into something else. All right, we're going to get into number 5. Let's go. Number 5, line game 2.0. All right, so this is where you try to catch her in a lie. All right, the other one, you're trying to get her to lie for every question. Now you're trying to get her, right? So what you want her to do is tell you 2 truths and a lie. That's another name for the game, all right? So she tells you she went to school that day, she hung out with her dad, and she went to work. Okay, so what you want to do is, you're almost like an FBI interrogator. What you want to do is just rifle off a bunch of questions at her. And by the way, this is what they do to try to catch people in a lie. So, what time did you go to school? What class did you have? What was the teacher's name? What did you study? What kind of homework assignment did they give you? Well, how was your ride home? What happened there? Did you get any calls during the class? You know, you're just rifling off a bunch of questions. Hanging out with her dad. Where did you guys go? What did you talk about? What's your dad's name? What's your dad's middle name? You know, just like start rifling off a bunch of questions, and where she starts to get caught up, where she has to think about what happened, that's the lie. You know, you can wager a drink on that, you can wager $1, whatever, you know, but it is a fun little game to play. Especially if you come off the other line game and do this one a little bit later, okay? So, and on top of it, she's gonna think that you're always gonna be able to figure out if she's telling the truth or not, all right? So listen, guys, we did a video a little while back, actually a whole video series on fun things to do and outside of the box ideas for dates. A little earlier in the video, we were talking about the first date game. This is one of the things that I used to like to do when hanging out with a girl, was that particular game. But we go really deep on a bunch of cool outside the box things to do that you can do in your city. All right, so what I want you to do is start at that first video, work your way through them, and I will see you there.